Hello children, welcome to our online teaching. I am Lakshmi Khape teaching you English for standard 5th. Today we are going to study in English Unit 3 poem. Poem name is My Shadow, written by Robert Louis Stevenson. The name of the poem is My Shadow. So let's begin the poem. So let's take the poem. I have a little shadow that goes in and out with me. And what can be the use of him is more than I can see. He is very like me from the heels up to the head. And I see him jump before me when I jump into my bed. Here the poet Robert Louis Stevenson, who has written the poem My Shadow, is saying that he has a little reflection of him, which is the shadow, and that follows him wherever he goes. He means the poet, is not able to understand the use of shadow, except that shadow follows him everywhere. What the poet says here in this stanza, that wherever he goes, I means the poet, goes in, out, anywhere, shadow follows me. From heels up to the head, he follows me. And when I went to the bed, before me only, he jumps. Like this shadow is doing. Do you know, children, everyone, how the shadow comes? Yes, shadow needs light. Whenever light is there, shadow you can see. In morning, you can see tallest, bigger than you. Our same image, you can see tall. But in afternoon, you can see small. This is the difference, morning and afternoon shadow. Understood? This is here explained here. Next stanza. The funniest thing about him is the way he likes to grow. Not at all like proper children, which is always very slow. For he sometimes shoots up taller like an Indian rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there is none of him at all. In this, whatever I read in this stanza, what the poet wants to say, the poet is saying that reflection is totally like poet. Reflection is totally like poet, and it is totally funniest or strange for me. What the poet says, the poet finds it very funniest. It's very funniest thing. Thing means shadow. That the way shadow increases in size, the shadow grows immediately, whereas children take time to grow up. What the poet says, children is taking too much time to grow up, but here shadow immediately grows. Just now I told you, in morning it looks tallest and in afternoon it looks small. So the poet wants to tell that only children needs time to grow up, but here shadow increases immediately. Understood? Next, here, for he sometimes soft suits up taller like an India rubber ball, and he sometimes gets so little that there's none of him at all. In this, here, the poet is comparing the shadow with Indian rubber ball. With whom the poet is comparing? Yes, shadow compares with Indian rubber ball by the poet. Why? Because the rubber ball, you know, the ball bounces up, down, Similarly, shadow also grows big, small. I told you, in morning, you can see yourself shadow, reflection, tall, bigger than you can watch, you can see. In afternoon, again you can see the small. So that's why the poet Robert Louis Stevenson compares shadow with India's rubber ball because ball is bouncing up and down, up and down. Similarly, shadow also grows big and small. So shadow compares with India rubber ball, a ball that can bounce very high. It means one morning, very early, before the sun, I was up. I rose and found the shining dew on every buttercup. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepy head, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in bed. What here the poet wants to tell? One morning, in one morning, what the poet say? That the poet himself woke up before everyone, means before him, before sun. Like this, the poet saying, before sun, I was up. I was up means I woke up. And what he saw? He saw that drops of water on yellow flowers, drops of water on yellow flowers. Children, you must have also seen drops of water on flowers early in the morning. If not, try waking up early and see. In these 4 lines, one morning, what here the poet is explaining? The poet explains that when nobody wake up that day, that morning I woke up early before sun also. And what he saw, what he found there, that drops of water on yellow flower. What he saw? Yellow flower, he saw the drops of water that shine on every buttercup. That is shiny. Like this he explained. And so he is telling everyone, woke up early in the morning and watch this, see this. But my lazy little shadow, like an errant sleepyhead, had stayed at home behind me and was fast asleep in it. But here poet is saying that in the morning his shadow become lazy and very bad one who want to sleep more. He, my shadow not woke up. The poet is saying when in morning he was out, shadow remained at home and was sleeping in the bed. What the poet is saying? In the early morning, he not woke up early with me. He remains as it is. And he is sleeping in the bed. When I am going outside early morning, shadow is not coming with me. Actually, early morning, you immediately when if there is a light, then only you can see the shadow. Otherwise, no. That's why what the here early morning means before sun. What he wants to tell? Before sun when he woke up, that time my shadow is not woke up. He was sleeping. Sleepyhead means you know. A person wants to sleep more. Errant. A-R-R-A-N-T. Errant means very bad. So he's saying it's very bad. When I woke up before sun, my shadow is not woke up. That shadow become very lazy. He wants to sleep more. And he's sleeping on bed only. Because, why like this he said? Because he know, poet, when light is there, shadow he can look. And before sun, when he woke up early in the morning, that time he can't see his own reflection. So he explains like that. Understood? Very simple and very interesting and easy poem. Once again explain I am what here the poet is saying. The poet is explaining about the shadow. The poem is about the shadow. And what the poet explains, everywhere, wherever, in, out, I am going, the shadow follows me only. And with whom he compares? Shadow, yes, shadow is compares with rubber, India rubber ball, because like him, like it, ball bounces up and down. Similarly, shadow also grows big and sometimes the shadow becomes so tiny and small that seems like nothing is there. Again, what he said, one morning I got up early before sun. I saw yellow flowers, drops of water on yellow flowers. And the poet is saying all children woke up like this, and you can also see that flowers early in the morning and what how the drops of water on that flowers. But my lazy shadow needs to sleep more. He not woke up. My lazy shadow doesn't woke up early. It's very bad. And he wants to sleep only when I am outside early in the morning. He was inside in bed only. So this is the explanation given here. Very easy poem. You read it, watch video and solve the exercise given on PDF in your notebook. Thank you.